right, so in this video, we're looking at how do we go about knowing how to set up our workspace when we're designing in Photoshop for the web. And we want to take a look at a minute, what's the idea of resolution? Well, the idea of resolution refers to how big someone's screen is. Now, again, we're not just designing for computers anymore. We're designing for smartphones. We're also designing for tablets. These are three very standard size of resolution: 1024 by 768, 1440 by 900, and 1600 by 1200. So when we come into Photoshop and we want to set up for a design like this, we'd go File, New, and we would set it up. We would say width 1600, height 1200, resolution. When we're designing for the web, it's very standard that we'll just keep it at 72. Now, this is a place that probably will change. 72 pixels per inch has always been the standard size that we work with when we're designing for the web. A lot of this is because it will keep our small files smaller, and it will help with the amount of time that it takes for an image to load when someone's going through a browser like Firefox or Chrome. But this is changing now, especially as we look at the different Apple products with Retina display. But we'll keep our eyes on that and our fingers on the pulse of that and see how it changes. So that is the story with resolution. Again, resolution refers to how an image looks on a person's computer. Now, let's talk for a minute about pixel dimension. So if I was to take a little square here, and I'm going to actually make it, I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to make this 600 pixels by 400 pixels. And we're going to click. Actually, let's put it on a new layer. So we click, we'll put it onto a new layer, click, here it is. I'm going to come in, edit, fill, and I will fill it with the foreground color. So fill with foreground color, and there it is. So now, when we look at this image is 600 by 400 pixels per inch. Okay, so and what I want you to see here is this is what this image would look like if it was on a monitor that was 1024 by 768. Let's turn the 1024 by 768 image off, and we'll see it here. This is what this image would look like. That's 600 by 400 pixels per inch. This is what it would look like on a 14 by 40 by 900 monitor. Hopefully this is making some sense. Click, turn this one off, and then we can see, okay, this is what it would look like if it was on a monitor that was this size. So again, as we build and start to design for the web, we want to think about two things: the size, the resolution of the monitors and the tablets and the smartphones that we're designing for. And we also want to think about the size of our objects as we place them on the pixels per inch that we're working with. So that is an overview for you, looking at the difference between resolution and pixel dimensions. I'll end there. Thanks for listening.